What is going on, everybody? IronSmithy back with another New World Guide video. Today we are looking at our tank build. It is a sword shield primary with a Warhammer CC build secondary. It has been a ton of fun. We've been doing Dynasty Shipyard, main tanking through there. We've been doing a bunch of PvE content with it. There's a ton of sustain, a ton of survivability, and it's just a lot of fun to play for a tank build. With that being said, guys, gals, ladies and gentlemen, humans of the forge, if you guys like the video today, please make sure to smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, share it with your friends. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers, and it would truly mean the world to me if you guys could help us get there. And without any further ado, let's jump right into the video. All right, so here we go. Let's dive right into the attributes, and then we'll go through the build, and then we'll go through the gear, and then we will jump into the action and show you guys a little bit of it at work. So first things first, jumping into the attributes, we went with a full Constitution build when you're doing stuff like Dynasty Shipyard, especially when you're going up against Isabella, and when she switches to like Joven and Oro, the two dogs that you got to fight. Holding aggro on those are easy enough, but they do a crap ton of damage. So the more health you have, the more Constitution you have, the better that fight goes. And especially once you get to this perk here, where 80% damage reduction when at full health. Obviously, your health is going to drop fast, but every time the healer gets you back up to full, you're going to gain that 80% damage reduction again, helping you stay alive a little bit longer. As well, in here, you're going to get 20% increase to all your armor. You're going to get 10%, negative 10% to crit damage taken. You're also going to increase your maximum health by 10% of your physical armor, and all your healing consumables are 20% stronger. Obviously, that helps a ton. With that being said, let's jump right over to the weapon masteries. We're going to go, one more thing under attributes. We wanted at least 50% strength to give us the extra 5% damage to melee weapons and the light attacks. That helps with our sword and shield. That also helps with our Warhammer in PvE. Otherwise, you kill things very slowly. So making sure that your armor gives you at least 50 strength so that you can at least get that first perk helps out quite a bit. You can notice though that I've only put 5 points in there. Everything else, we have 162 committed points into Constitution as well. So once you get up to that final point of Constitution, you gain 20% duration of stun, slow, and root spells. So it just helps so freaking much. Okay, weapon mastery, sword and shield. Obviously, we're not fully maxed out yet. Level 14 out of 20, but these are the 3 main abilities I went to. Whirling Blade, a little bit of AoE damage, does some extra damage, and it feels really good for keeping sort of aggro, doing a little bit of extra damage. Shield Bash comes with an interrupt, taunt gem compatible, taunts the enemy for a few seconds, and it'll stun sort of like an AoE total effect of enemies in front of you. I added increased threat generation and 100% more damage, and I also increased the stun duration by an extra second. We then threw in Defiant Stance. For 8 seconds, we reduce all incoming base damage from the attackers by 30%. It is taunt gem compatible. It does do an AoE taunt to all enemies within 8 meters. It is amazing for picking up all those pesky adds. So generally pull them in with Defiant Stance, reducing all our damage that's incoming, and then I hit them with like a Whirling Blade to get damage on all of them as well, and sort of help keep aggro over all those crazy DPSers that always try to pull before the tank. And then I have, if your health is above 50%, damage reduction is increased by 20%. So, you know, we want our health to stay as high as possible, as often as possible, giving us 50% damage reduction here. 20% increase here, and then the 30% here, giving you 50% is what I was trying to get to there. We've also taken 15% physical armor increase. When I block with the shield, all skills recharge 1% faster. Final blow, the third attack in your light attack deals more damage, because already we're not doing a lot of damage. The more damage we can do is going to give us more threat as well. All incoming healing and regeneration is increased by 10%. While blocking, reduce damage of all allies within 2 meters by 30%. So when you're holding up that block, all our melee DPSers are going to be able to get a little bit of reduced damage as well if they're close to me. And then when I block an attack, gain 10% fortify for 5 seconds, giving us more survivability, and stamina damage is reduced by 15% when blocking a melee attack with a shield. So this way we don't lose our stamina too quickly, and allows us to block more attacks before we get completely stamina drained. So that's basically sword and shield. Pretty simple build, all focusing around taunt with a little bit of damage built in there just to help us out. Warhammer now. We are going for armor breaker to be able to get that rend and a little bit of extra damage on there. Break through any armors that we need to, and then I added grit to the attack, making the attack unstoppable. And I also put the ability in there to give it the rend, which I was just speaking of. Next, everything else is going into Crown Crusher. We are doing Shockwave, which is awesome. I love it. That AoE that goes around, 80% weapon damage, stun to everybody in 2 seconds, taunt gem compatible, which allows you to taunt everybody that gets hit by it. It's amazing. I love it. It causes weaken, and I've increased the range of it so that we can taunt more people. It's awesome. The damage absorption by 10% if surrounded by 2 or more enemies within 3 meters, giving us more survivability. Then we've also done clear out, which is an AoE sort of conal front arc ability that knocks everybody down 115% weapon damage. And I also have it so that when I hit with clear out, that we get the fortify ability to give us a little bit more survivability again. So everything's sort of built around CC, keeping them knocked down, taunting, and keeping our survivability even when we have our two-hander up as well. Under Juggernaut, we took the Epitome of Bonk, which increases our armor penetration by 10% for all Warhammer standard attacks. And then all Warhammer abilities apply exhaust, slowing target stamina regeneration by 15% for 5 seconds. Again, just really, really good, really strong build, and I've been having a ton of fun with it. Obviously, they're not fully maxed out yet, but I will be updating these guides in the future once everything is fully updated. If there is any massive changes that come with it, I will be sure to do another guide video, keeping you guys up to date with all of that. Next, we will get out of our chair here. Let me show you the armor that we're using so you can see everything is pretty much strength and constitution. Some of them are just constitution. I think we even have a couple pieces that have a little bit of dexterity on it just to give us the constitution, essentially, if I didn't have better gear that had strength on it. So like here's got dex and constitution. It was 490 gear score though, and I didn't have another piece that had strength and constitution together on it for the same values or higher. So I took what was best for that slot. Everything is completely heavy armor, so you can see we have physical resistance of 1800 in the bottom. I will show you here in a second. 19 constitution on those, and then we got 11 constitution on this. We are using a ancient longsword of the soldier. Could be much better. It is what it is. It's what we got that had a socket in it, so we could get a taunting gem in there. And then I have the desecrated maul, 22 strength, corrupted bane, enhanced or enchanted. Very, very nice weapon. We've got 16 constitution, graveyard sigil. We've got 19 constitution, Morningdale's band, and then we got the Great Cleave's memory with 19 constitution as well, giving us a total of 11,359 health without our shield pulled out. You will notice that this number goes up when you pull out your shield, and I will do that in a second. Physical resistance, you can see here, is 1,861. Elemental, 1,298. With 268 constitution. So very, very nice. You'll see maybe at the bottom, it says 11,359 right now. When I pull out my sword and shield, it goes up to 11,618. I know it's really hard to see there, but it is there. So you gain about 300 health whenever you pull out your sword and shield, and then it goes back down. So that is the build. That is the armor. Now into the combat. So this is a little town that I like to do some weapon skill farming in. Sometimes you can get some good gold, some good Azoth from here as well. I did farm up a bunch of my weapon skills in here. It is just south of Restless Shores. You can see we're over here in Restless Shores, just south of the town, nice and close. You have this Steel's Stake. It's a nice little town. Really easy to do some quick runs here and to get some good weapons XP, some gold and everything else as well. So I sort of start around here. We'll pick up all these guys, just body pulling all of them. We'll pull the entire camp, and we will get a good amount of XP out of doing this, and weapon skill and everything like that, and just show you sort of how effective the build is at absorbing damage, but not only absorbing damage, but also getting the basically being able to taunt, hold aggro, everything like that. Even though we don't have other party members with us right now, you'll be able to see what you're looking at for the most part with the tank build. So we'll pull them all up. There's that bubble we were talking about. We'll jump in here with that whirling attack. We will stun them all. We'll get over here. We'll switch to our Warhammer real quick. We'll clear them out. Then we'll jump in with a shockwave. Switch back to sword and shield. And just start watching them all sort of melt down. You'll want a couple of healing potions quickly for this. Get that stun in, get those taunts in, and just watch them all die down. You get some blues out of here, and you're able to get a good amount of XP, a good amount of practice sort of using your different cooldowns and abilities to be able to keep yourself alive, as well as sort of see just how well everything sort of plays out here. So block the big attacks, maintain your stamina, and with this build you should have a lot of success in your taking adventures. If you guys got any questions, comments, queries, anything like that, please put them down in the comments down below. If you guys think that different abilities should be more relevant, I'd love to hear it in the comments. I always like learning from the community as well as offering what has been working for me. And with that being said, we'll see you at the end of the video. So there you have it, Forge. That concludes another guide video today on the tank, sword and shield, Warhammer. A very fun build, a very AoE focused, high threat, controlling build that I've been having a lot of fun with, a lot of success. Like I said, we've been doing Dynasty Shipyard, and we've been having a ton of fun with it. And I mean, tanking in this game is challenging to begin with, but with this build, I've been able to find that threat hasn't been too much of an issue. If I do lose threat, I have enough like active taunts that I can get them back very quickly and keep our party alive as best as I possibly can. Now with that being said, hopefully you guys liked the video. Thank you guys for making it to the end of the video. It means the absolute world to me to have you guys stick around this long. Hopefully you liked the video. If you did and you haven't already, please smash that subscribe button, like the video, share it with your friends, help me get to 1,000 subscribers so we can share these guides with more and more people. I will be doing some of my favorite farming spots moving forward, some of my XP grinds and everything else. And if there's anything else that you guys would like to see content wise, please let me know in the comments. Would love to hear it from you guys so that I can bring you more of the content that you want to see. And with that being said, guys, gals, ladies and gentlemen, humans of the Forge, I hope you have a fantastic day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you guys in the next video.